Hi guys, what's up? Hello, hello, hello. Today is Tuesday. I think I keep forgetting. Actually, my husband had some surgery yesterday and he's doing okay. I've had this oracle been coming in for a couple days and I finally got it together and I'm so happy to go live. Let me try to fix this. What is this light coming in? All right. All right, we'll just work with it the best we can. So, hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Look at what's up, girl. Ooh, I look sexy. All right. I just got my hair did. It's like, feeling fabulous and free. All those grays are gone, which is amazing. So, I am here with a daily insight, which means that this is somewhat of a timeless reading. What I mean by that is it actually is a timeless reading through the end of September. This is a forecast for the next 90 days. I was very surprised to get this, and I'm super excited to bring it forward. So, how did it all begin? First of all, I went to the crystal store this weekend. Anybody been going crystal shopping? I was led to get some more crystal points to grid my house. So my house is all gridded, and I thought I would mention that I was called with the full moon to grid sunstone, citrine with pyrite, um, rose quartz after the full moon ended. Now that we're in a new phase, rose quartz, I switched from amethyst to rose quartz, and I can't remember the other one, smoky quartz. So that's what we got going on over here. Okay, but anyway, when I went, I knew I was going to get some new oracle. So I got a new oracle deck. It's actually a botanical deck. And right away, I came home and I was like, Angels, should we open it? And we did. Hey, Maria. She says, good morning. Awoke while 2:20 a.m. here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, thanks, you guys. Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I got this new oracle and I was like, let's go ahead and do it. I did a couple shuffles and I was led to do 4 cards, and they were sitting on my desk here for a couple days. So this is sometimes what my guides do to me. So I just thought I'd mention it. I love taking you through how this all happens. So basically, I thought they were for me until I found out they were not for me. Okay, so Jordan, you forgot my phone. Sorry, my daughter's supposed to bring me my phone. I know what a weird time to go live at 8:17, but I was led specifically to do that time. And that's because the number 777 came in. We also have the number 555 coming in. We're going to be doing a forecast of the full moons, okay? So you can come back to this and refer to it. We're going to be talking about, well, first of all, a song came in, and the song was, I can see clearly now the light, or I can see clearly now the rain has gone. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. Okay, you know this song? Um, Beautiful song. I shared it a couple days ago. It came in on a Master Builder Day. Okay. And so that's when this insight all started. So I've been looking at these cards. And so I'm going to show you the 4 that we got. Okay. So the very first card is the number 10, and it's a corn on the cob. Okay. And this is my earth, fire, water, air. Okay. So we've got an air sign coming in here. Okay. And it says ritual, sweet corn. Okay. Number 10. The next card I got was wisdom with the bay leaf, number 22. Now, I did do these cards on Master Builder Day 22, which was a couple days ago. And truth be told, this led to a new attunement for the Cambaran, which is something that I am creating. And this attunement was bay leaves and sandstone. So they pair together, okay? And we've got the element of fire here. Now, you've probably heard some people burn bay leaves, okay? And in fact, I just read today that when you burn bay leaves, and if you burn some bay leaves and close yourself in a room with the smoke, it's actually got a sedative. So it's very rooting and calming, okay? And this is really amazing since we've had so many like interesting energies, right? Lots of mix and matches. Then we got the next card is geranium, number 37. And we have this elixir here, okay? So I want to show you this elixir, this mixture. Do you see the three here? Okay, and what we're talking about here is the element of air with the healing, okay? And we're going to break these down, so just bear with me. And then the very last card in the structure over the next 90 days is, I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. We've got basil here, okay? We've got the element of fire coming in, basil, okay, number 21, all right? Now, what's so beautiful is I definitely heard that before I even did this, I did the numerology of the cards. So 10, 22, 30, 37, and 21 is a 90. And I was like, oh yeah, Spirit, you were talking to me through the numbers. And I knew it was 90 days. And so it was just so beautiful. And I became aware that we are breaking out the next full moons. And you know why? Because we're doing it from the inside out. Okay. So we're going to be working from the inside out. And as we do, we're manifesting from the inside out. I'm so sorry I have to do this again. Jordan. Sorry. Jordan, Christina's, bring me my phone. I can't believe I forgot my phone. It has an angel number on there for you. Angel number 817. We will read it as soon as it comes in. I heard inside out. I heard healing and clarity by spirit over the next 90 days. We're going to be starting from the inside by the microwave. I've said it 4 times. The inside, okay, these first 30 days. And then we're going to be moving to the outside, okay? So we'll be walking through this together. Thank you, sweetheart. We've got angel number 817. I'm going to share this on our community board in just a moment. As my phone, okay, of course, my phone is dead. Oh, my Lanta, doesn't this always happen? I'll share it with you. Let me see if I can bring it up. I can't really do that while I'm talking to you. All right. Jordan, I'm sorry. Please come back. I feel bad that I'm yelling like this. Okay, so this is what we're doing today. You see this structure? This came in first, 30, 60, 90. In this 90 days, we're creating a portal, if you will, where the divine masculine becomes the frequency of the heart. Okay, and we were talking about frequency is what draws your experience. This is happening from the inside out. Okay, so let's go ahead and step into this first full moon. We're already into it. We had this full moon in Capricorn a week ago, and the next full moon is in Aquarius. Okay, so with that energy, we've got from the inside, we've got these 2 different cards. We're going to start with the bay leaf, okay? We've got the number 22 here. What structure are we building over these next 90 days? Okay, and there's some fire here, so we're letting go, we're releasing so that we can manifest. We're releasing so that we can manifest. And as I mentioned, that the bay leaf came in with the sandstone, so it's very grounding, okay? And in fact, we're going to be using the Archangel Fire deck because we're building and aligning to a structure that we can step into our authenticity. And this is happening over the next 90 days. So this is the beginning. We're going to be learning about this structure that we're going to create. That's going to do what? That's going to help us balance our authenticity and end this cycle and do this healing. This is a very deep healing for the feminine. As we look at geranium here, we've got the elixir, we've got the ingredients, and geranium immediately took me to a citronella. And of course, citronella is all about deterring any bugs, okay? Any irritants, excuse me, any irritants, if you will. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the angels. I pre-shuffled. I don't know what's on bottom. We're going to start with what's on bottom. And here we go. I am not surprised to see this number 3. We have Archangel Adnakiel, okay, coming in, really kind of start showing us where we're starting at. We're really talking about our divine masculine energy tonight. We're talking about throwing the boomerang out there and bringing it back, okay? So this is some wish fulfillment. This is what many of us crave for, to bring this alignment, okay? This, excuse me, I don't know why I keep coughing here. To bring our authenticity, our throat chakra into alignment. That's really what we're talking about, okay? So we're going to do 7 shuffles. We're going to take 4 cards. And this is specifically going to be talking about the bay leaf. Okay, now there are some rituals that you can use with the full moon. I've heard these before. You can write some manifestations, things that you want to manifest, things that you want to actually let go on the bay leaves, and you can burn them. Okay, this is a great thing to do on the full moon. Just go ahead and brings, some intention to what you want to see. Hey girl, welcome. Okay, so we're looking closer into this structure, okay? Yeah, into this structure, and it's like we feel blinded, but we feel all this energy. We feel this movement, okay? I love this card because it is, number 1, it's all about Libra, which I am a Libra. And so this is really bringing things into balance. We're talking about the structure, which is literally brought in by spirit, a 30, a 60, a 90 portal, which is really 369, okay, Nikola Tesla, if you will, the vibration of the heart chakra, bringing things to center, okay? And spirit is bringing this in. Spirit is bringing this in. The cosmos are twisting in your favor, my friends. Okay, so that is our very first card to let us know a little bit about this structure, because we really want to be intentional. Yes, what is of the greatest good for all? What is the greatest good for all? This structure must be the greatest good for all. Whatever we're aligning to, we want to make sure that we're bringing into balance, okay? Because more and more, what you're going to see, and what I'm seeing with this frequency and all this silver, you see all this silver? Silver is a very huge conductor. Okay, so this is some fast moving energy coming in over these next 90 days. All right, so and we really want to be in balance with the healing, balance with what is going to be created from this structure. Okay, yes. Oh my gosh. Look at, we've got the 30, the 60, the 90, now the 40, verifying the structure brought in by spirit. The zeros are always talking about spirit. So look at this. We've got Melchizedek, which is the leader of the archangels, if you will. This is all about divine alchemy. And boy, am I feeling that. Are you feeling it? And that's what it's been all about. Okay, divine alchemy, especially for those on the Atlantean timeline. This is a time of learning. This is the magic. This is why you were here. Archangel Raziel is saying there are new things that you are learning at this time. New structures, new potential intentions, new ways, new rituals. Okay, it's different for all of us. We all are here on different different missions. But I will share for you one of the things that I was led to recently. The angels are working more with me this past week on, when I'm doing these healings, how to open a portal and how to take them back to source. So this is something I've been led to. Archangel Raziel is the ancient teacher. He is here to teach those on the ascended master path, okay? Those who've taken the challenge, those who are ready to evolve, right? Yeah, and Sandalphon's here. specifically for two reasons: to keep it lighthearted, to let you know that as you keep your feet on the ground and your head in the clouds, you really are centered between Mother Earth and um, and our Heavenly Father, right? And so also the music leads I know it leads me. Oh my gosh. And here we have right here, thank you, Archangel Sandalphon. Thank you to the angels of the highest light. We have that song coming in. I can see clearly now when the rain is gone. And here, just a few weeks, just our last actual, the very last one that I did, we had the Eurythmics with "Here Comes the Rain Again." Okay, so this is really highlighting that there's this rain, there's this purification process that's happening over these next 90 days. Now, I really want to highlight Archangel Sandalphon because he is just so important in helping if you ever feel this overwhelm, okay? This overwhelming energy. My dog does not like fireworks, so I'm sorry if you can hear that in the background. If you start to feel this overwhelming energy, you can really sink in real quick and talk to your angels and guides. This is just a highlight for you. Maybe this is something you need to hear. And I actually learned something about this. But, you know, I'm very sensitive. So I have found that I notice certain portals that get opened. You know, with some of my sacred healing and a lot through technology. Okay. So we need to make sure we're closing those. So you can call upon Archangel Sandalphon and he'll assist you. And I've showed you many times how to set that intention, but you can also set the intention for him to repeat the intention until all of them are closed. Because what we're noticing, and I know I talked this on another oracle, is the portal within the portal within the portal. Okay. This really has to do with the separation of our heart. Our sacred heart has to really kind of do with the sea serpent. Some people call it octopus energy. It's a collective energy, and we're healing through it collectively. Okay. Those of you that are working directly with these energies, you want to know about that because Archangel Sandalphon is definitely very helpful. So if you just start feeling really sleepy, things are just a little chaotic for you, touch base with your angels and guides. Say, hey, are there portals that are not of the light that need to be closed? Can you teach me how to do that? Okay. And if you use, you'll find a lot of us are using our pendulums at this time because we're learning. We're learning. Okay, they're giving me a yes right now. We're in a learning mode, and so many of us are blocked, and there are energies that are trying to be trickster. They're around us. So we really want to make sure that we're working with energies that are of the highest light. Okay? All right. And why? Our ancestors are here to tell you the magic is we are doing so much alchemy for, you know, energies that, oh my gosh, think of all the things that have happened on our earth, the wars, the 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 bloodshed between different ancestors. I mean, we could just, there's so much history. Okay. And it's like we're all working together with our angels and guides to alchemize and to free this energy and to recycle it. Recycle it. Okay. Like a supernova, and redistribute it. That's what we're looking for. We're definitely talking about the masculine energy. We're definitely talking about the healing for the masculine energy. And it's all about receiving. This is the biggest message here. The masculine energy is within each of us. Some of you are more dominant in the masculine energy. Some of you are more dominant in the feminine energy. But we all have them all. The feminine receives. So here we are, arms wide open, heart wide open, willing to receive. Okay. Then we take action, and action, the solar energy, the movement is what's associated with the masculine energy. And look at, spirit is carrying us. We're being led. We're receiving messages. Okay. We're taking, and we've been led. We've been shown. We're taking these steps, right? We're taking these steps together. All right. So here we go. We're going to reveal this structure, and we're being led. We're being led to, you know, articles. We're being led in the animal wisdom. Here we have tomorrow night, I'm going to go live with the animal wisdom, but I will tell you the skunk came forward. The skunk. And boy, is the wisdom so beautiful. I cannot wait to share it with you. So go ahead and invoke your skunk because there are energies around you. And guess what the skunk is really coming in about? This is what we're led to. We're led to this information. We're led to these synchronicities. We're keeping notes. We're getting things in dreams, okay? Our intuition is like on fire. Are you feeling it? Okay. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we're keeping track of everything. We want to make sure we're writing it down, especially because there will be a time in these next 90 days, especially when we go into a retrograde, when Venus goes into a retrograde, okay? Because the star of the show for many of you here is Venus. And Venus is about to go into Leo in July 22nd. So there's going to be a shift, okay? And this is really important for a lot of people on the grounds crew of the new earth, the teachers who are emerging, the writers, the artists, the influentials of the next, okay? Those who are bringing in the new structures, okay? So we really want to be able to be at one and in balance with this structure. So let's go ahead and see what are the four cornerstones? What do the angels have in mind? What do they want to teach us about? Okay. And not only teach us about, but with the Archangel Fire, what are we going to be letting go of? And I love that I'm looking at what's on bottom and look at this. Wow. Okay. So we've got Crystal, the number 36, the structure that leads to the healing. And I was literally talking about the portal within the portal within the portal, okay? The Sacred Heart, the separation, okay? And we've got Jesus, the energy of Jesus coming in, letting us know that there's a lot of activity going on around us and through us, and we're aligning as within, so inside out, okay? Inside and out. I love this. We actually literally mentioned the Sacred Heart, okay? And it's like as we're doing this, and look at that flame, okay? This is that fire coming in, a burning away, coming in. And look at this. Many of you will start feeling energy coming through your hands, healing energy, energy that you can send out to the earth, send to yourself, send to others, blessing your food, blessing what you drink, blessing your body, okay? Working with crystals. There's all kinds of things that are going to be happening and have been happening, okay? And this is the Christ consciousness within all of us. The second coming of Christ is you, my friends. It's you. It's an evolution into what we are all capable of doing, okay? We can all be in balance with this beautiful healing, and this can create this and be at one. And I love this because it creates a 12 and be at one with our root chakra, really manifesting in safety and security, okay? Safety and security and feeling really good about where we are. All right. This is the movement coming up. Thank you to the angels. I love that. Okay. So let's look at this beautiful structure because the 22 is really the master builder, right? So we're taking 2x2s and we're building a structure. So let's look at the foundation. Let's look at the foundation. Wow. The foundation is this leads you to your mission. This is the alchemy. And we were literally talking about the burning away in that sacred heart. The serpent energy is what I was referring to. Now look at this is the masculine. Here's the feminine. She's already had this alchemy. She's had this rebirth process. And now it's time for the masculine to lose something, to burn away, to step into this authenticity. Okay. And what are we gaining here? Wisdom. Wisdom. Okay. We're learning, we're evolving. Okay. So this is the first part of this beautiful structure. I love Archangel Zachariel. And look at, she has been highlighting it the whole time. Who's coming in? This is Archangel Ariel. Now, for me, she speaks and houses the Well of Dreams. She's like the patron archangel of the Well of Dreams. And the Well of Dreams is the house of what? Of our imagination. It's the waterfall, if you will, that nourishes and runs. We are made of all this water. And so this is why this full moon energy is coming up, why we're doing full moon to full moon, because it's like we are, we are just like everything else in the universe. We are not isolated from everything else. And in fact, the more that you can get on the moon cycle, the better. Okay, the better. 13 moon cycles a year. Okay, they affect us just like they affect all animals and, really the seasons and everything. All right. So, what are we looking at? Our uniqueness. That is what the angels are coming in and teaching us right now, teaching us about what is unique. It's not about the fight. It's not about going in and trying to, take out all these energies that seem to just come back. It's like for some of you, have you noticed it's like you're spinning in a circle? It's about freeing yourself from the loop. And how do we do that? By finding out our uniqueness. So what are you daydreaming about? What are the things that light your heart on fire? What are the things that you imagine about? Okay. And it's like here we have the lioness energy. Hey, Chrissy Box, what's up? Welcome. Here we have this lioness energy. And it's like if we take our focus off survival mode, what is it that makes us thrive? What is it that really sets us on fire and makes the world feel like magic? This is what we're creating, my friends. So here we've got the number 20 and the number. And what did I tell you? Okay, what did I tell you? Spirit is coming in. We're creating this 30, 60, 90 portal to bring the divine masculine into the center. And look at, here's the 30. Okay, so could you be working with a new angel? A lot of you have had new angels come in. Archangel Ariel is very much coming in to work with some of you, especially you divine masculine workers, okay? Because there are definitely, we're all over the place. We're all unique, okay? But there are some people more affiliated with the divine feminine, some with the divine masculine, and some both, okay? And some both. But here we go. This is the beginning of our structure. And we're already getting a message here on our two cornerstones to really be in balance, okay? To really be in balance. And Spirit is bringing this in for us, okay? But we need to be willing to learn. We need to be willing to learn. This is new stuff coming in. Many of you, if you haven't already, okay, many of you are aligning to working with the violet flame energy. Now, I keep forgetting to share it. I promise I'm going to share it. I'm going to make myself a note to share the violet flame prayer that, Nicoletta's on here from Shamanic Insights, my friend Trish, the three of us were led to create this. It is a collaboration, and part of the prayer is also from an oracle. Okay. And so we kind of matched it up together. And this is really coming in to lead you because, we're really stepping into a time where the ancient wisdom, the ancient rituals are coming to the surface, where the word is sacred. Okay. Where the words are sacred. And many of you are leaning into this. Hi, Marie. Okay. Hey guys, if you get a second, can you give me a like now that you're here? It really makes a difference, okay? And of course, subscribe and share. If you press notify me, you'll know every time I go live, all right? So we've got this rebirth process. It's like we've worked with the crows. It's like it's time. Remember, we're not here to fight. We're not here to go round and round and round. We're here to be able to focus. And this is where we're talking about that trident, okay? Where we're talking about clarity and focus, of clarity, vision, and focus, okay? And this is where Archangel Zachariel really, Archangel Zadkiel really, excuse me, makes a huge difference, okay? Is because he wants to show us more clarity. He wants us to be able to learn more effectively on how to alchemize. You see these golds and purples coming together, the golds of the alchemy, the purple of the royalty, the coming together, stepping into your queen, letting go. And here we again, we have this fire energy, right? As he talks about the alchemy of the violet flame, the violet flame. And I will tell you, when you came in here, this actual oracle is created in a sacred space, and every single person that comes in here, you're entering a bubble, okay, with intention. I set this up. My angels have taught me, and you're getting flamed when you come in. That because I'm very sensitive, and I notice, and some of you are very sensitive, some of you are empaths, and it's like it's hard to differentiate what's mine, what's others. And so, as you step into learning about the flame, you can really learn about how to preserve your energy, okay? Because you're meant to understand. Many of you haven't learned about your energy, and I didn't even know either. I used to just take things on and process it with my body, but the angels want to show us that we don't have to sacrifice our own happiness, okay? That there are better ways to alchemize, to transmute. Yes, okay. Maria's saying she's getting it. So this is just coming in to confirm that you are on the right path. And this is where we're all going. Okay. We all have these skills. But many of you on this grounds crew, many of you in this new world, there's not many of us there. Okay. And it's like we're preparing and we're alchemizing and cleansing the timelines, okay, with Mother Earth. It was happens for one, happens for all. So it's really across so many different levels for many of you. A lot of you are doing ancestral healings as well. And look who shows his face again. Archangel Sandalphon coming in for the second time today to let you know that he is such an incredible ally, a beautiful teacher, and he's going to lead many of you. Those songs that just drop in, talk to your angels and guides. Is this for me? Is this for the collective? Really start stepping into what, my friends? Your mission. You are the golden children, right? The children of the sun, I will say, the children of the sun. Many of you ascended Atlanteans, okay, that are meant, it's like an undoing to go back to what we're doing. And so that makes sense that we're going from the inside out, okay? So it's like we've got to get this healing. We've got to understand the wisdom, the alchemy, the connection. And this is the game changer that really allows us to wrap up. And not only wrap up this, but really make the matzah, okay? Really transform and alchemize. Think of like corn, how many different ways it can be used. You can create popcorn when you fire it up, okay? And it's like this is just such a huge testament to what we're going through right now, okay? But then, of course, from all of that, we then want to bring things into balance so that we can have a new vision, okay? And this is what's really happening for all of us in one way or another, okay? So let's that was so beautiful. I want to say thank you to the archangels, but I really love to read what I love about this oracle. Such a beautiful oracle. And it's so funny because I'm like, cover girl. Yeah, we got the cover here. Okay, we've got the cover here. And so this is really going to sink into some extra messages. What I love about this oracle in particular is it just kind of really puts things in perspective with a real quick, kind of a quickie insight for us. Okay, so Archangel Zachariel. Let's go back. These are the four cornerstones of the structure that we're creating to really let go, release, and claim the wisdom. Let go of the trauma, let go of the pain, let go of the stress, the anxieties. Bring yourself to center, okay, and to really set the tone for this divine healing, so that we can move on, to the next evolution. So here's the message, Archangel Zachiel, to bring you on your mission. The material aspect of life is only temporary. Gently release any attachments to me, meaning material. When you surrender, you open to receive that which is truly yours. Excuse me. This too shall pass. And as we see the peacock here, which definitely talks about prosperity, and we see all this golden, we see the abundance, we see the golden egg, the manifestation, okay? But it's like the peacock, he loses his feathers to grow new ones. And this creates a new vibration and a new frequency. And this is what we're experiencing together. So thank you for that extra nugget. Okay, let's see what Archangel Ariel wants to say in her extra little nugget. I always love this. She is about the strength of your heart. Okay, all these beautiful pinks. And that's why I had this rose quartz come up. And I talked about that. This is kind of a pale one, but it is a rose quartz. And many people, if you're not that familiar with crystals, you can look up rose quartz. It pairs in my program with carnation, okay, which is just so beautiful, which I love because it was my mother's favorite. And what's so beautiful is rose quartz is about love, but it is the dissolver of fear. And so we started out in Uluru, the seat of our power, the seat of our solar plexus, the seat of our masculinity, right? And as we step into our prowess, as we step into our queen with the strength of heart, with our uniqueness, we draw to us our divine, authentic masculine. And this is an inside job, and it also aligns on the outside, okay? So the message here from Archangel Ariel is to have courage and have faith in yourself and your beliefs. I will help you stand up for yourself and defend anyone who needs your strength of heart. Okay? She's also known as the Lioness of God, and she can help you with your inner strength and your courage. Okay? And this is really kind of about the underdog. Have no fear, underdog is here. I'm so dating myself. Okay? And this is really explaining the energy. Okay? This is really explaining a lot that has to do with the energy that we are experiencing. Those who have been through so much, you shadow walkers, the diamonds in the rough, okay? And it's divine time and you're being moved. You're being moved. And it's almost like this switch, right? This inversion. And it's like you can assist leading others because you yourself have done the walk. You see? And I feel very much kismet with this message. I'm with you. I'm with you. I feel it too. It's all about freedom and transmutation, is what Archangel Zadkiel is trying to say. Free yourself from the limitations. We started talking about, Archangel Zadkiel says, to let go of the material. And you know why? Goals are amazing, okay? But sometimes we make goals and we create limits. We create limits for ourselves. So how can we really get in tune to what we want? How can we daydream a little bit? How can we really not just put things down because on a piece of paper because it's like we think that's what we want? How can we really find out what we want? And how can we free ourselves from the limitations? Okay? Imprisonment is an illusion. I love that. For no one can imprison your heart or mind. Choose to feel free and allow any perceived blocks to dissolve. So I will hear many people I work with and myself. It's like, man, I'm just so blocked. I feel blocked. And guess what that does? It creates a block. Okay? Whatever we believe is really what we achieve. Okay. So it's like if we keep our heart open, the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. And that's what the archangels are coming in to teach us, to allow us to know that we are unlimited. These are deep patterns, okay? Deep patterns that we are alchemizing. Okay, many of you are very old souls. And so it's like the archangels, your angels, your guides, they are literally moving heaven and earth to get your attention. How many of you are seeing like amazing synchronicities, things that you cannot ignore? Okay. And it's just like, it doesn't matter what others think. It doesn't matter. It matters what you think. Okay. And this is where we're going. We are all our own healer. We are all our own leader. And it's like, but we all have this uniqueness and this energy exchange that we do with each other. So Archangel Sandalphon says, surrender your requests and worries to heaven so you can make space for positive change. Wait for a miracle. I am here to receive your wishes, and I am working on to help you manifest your hopes into a tangible form. I want to show you one of my favorite things about this card is, do you see right here, Archangel Sandalphon? He's like playing the ukulele. He's got his feet on the earth. He's so huge, okay? But it's like he's wearing this ring of daisies around his head. The daisies, which is the center point of the yellow, okay? And I often talk about the daisy. Does he love me? Does he love me not? It's not about that. It's about being centered. It's about allowing the center, okay? It's about being part of the center and not really, again, why do we have to limit to what we've seen, what we've heard, right? But I love that because daisies, they actually, straggler daisy in particular, matches up with turquoise, and this is a really healing energy, okay, with the ancestors. Okay, so this is the structure that we're merging into. Okay, this is the inside out. This is what we're doing. This is okay. So the archangels have come in. Okay, and we've got some of the major archangels, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Zadkiel, and Archangel Sandalphon. They're coming in, and many of you are working with them. New guides for you. Okay, I am being told to add. So let's see. We've got 20, 30, 56, 61. So 61 is a 7. And there we go. We've got this magic in this structure. There's magic, and it's leading us to authenticity. It's allowing us to be in our truth. In our truth. Okay? In our truth. In our Christ consciousness. From the inside out. Okay? Mirroring that. Mirroring, no separation. See, the prison is the separation. That's what creates the bars. We're actually seeing ourselves one with the all. This is what Christ consciousness is really about, is really seeing the bigger picture. So this is the structure that's coming in. And that structure is coming in to do this healing. Okay, so we're going to jump more into this number, the 37. Now, I love that the structure, balance with the structure. That was a number 7. Okay, find balance with this structure that we talked about. What can we let go of? What are we dreaming about? How can we, release that doesn't serve us? And how can we allow ourselves to be guided? I have to tell you, the biggest thing is allowing yourself to be guided. Okay, love it. Now we're going to jump into the Emerge Oracle. Okay, and with the Emerge Oracle, we're talking here about a love connection. Okay, so we've got some really fast moving energy coming in. This is this next 30 days. This is this healing, this elixir, the ingredients, everything is just perfect. The timing is most divine. And we're going to emerge. Now, being told, and I'm hearing these butterflies, okay? When you have those butterflies in the tummies, these things are for you, Okay. When you get the butterfly in the tummy, when you're feeling the nervousness, this is your passion aligning to something like an opportunity. Don't let those opportunities go by. Okay. So really pay attention to that fluttering, the little nervousness. And it's like you'll be fine once you step into it. Right. Okay. So what is this? What is this a love connection? Now, this can be with a partner. This can be a new business. It can be an idea. There's so many different things, but it definitely is a gift. It's definitely all about that authenticity. You see how we've got this turkey. Look at this blue, feminine. Okay, look at this feminine energy. Look at it's like this beautiful daybreak, and we're talking about the inspiration. Thank you, Archangel Sandalphon. I can see clearly now the rain has gone, right? And the sun is out and it's golden and it's a time of harvest, a time of harvest. And literally, this is what we're talking about. Okay? I will do a little sneak peek. That last full moon is literally the harvest moon. It literally is the full, it actually is called the corn moon. It is literally the harvest of the corn. Okay. And that goes through the end of September. So we're really highlighting now through the end of September, but specifically we're talking about now to the next full moon in Aquarius. Okay. That's where we are still. This is, we're working on the inside still. Okay. So let's look at this. What's emerging for us? Yeah. As we're letting go, as we get still and we renew, as we allow this rebirth, as we allow the peacock to fall, right? The feathers to fall. And here we see a stag. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. I don't know what just happened. Holy moly. Bear with me a moment. Okay, that was really weird. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. I did it again. Oh no. Hold on. I don't know what I did here. Oh my gosh. I am like stuck somewhere, you guys. I don't understand. Okay, I am just gonna move this. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, holy moly. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it going here. I don't know what's happening. Hopefully, you can see it okay. Wow, that was so weird. And I don't want to close this out. Okay. All right, there we go. Wow, that was so weird. Okay, so the deer also releases its horns. You know, it's like, wow, look at it. Took all that time to grow into these 5 points. Okay, good. I hit something on accident. And it's like, look at this huge buck, right? Masculine energy. It's like, look at what it took, all the energy that went into creating these antlers, and it's like what we're just going to lose them and start over. And this is where the energy that we're in right now. And it's like, how can we really lean into that energy? How can we really let go of our attachments so that we can end up exactly? So it's like, so we can allow what's for us to come. Look at this again, double confirmation. Once we claim the wisdom, once we root in, okay? And once we root in, it's like we can lead. It's like I'm feeling this, we can lead the feminine energy, even though this is a masculine energy here. It's like this is a following in line. Okay, we're rooting in this combination because oftentimes it's the feminine elephant that starts the lead. They walk, tail to tail, nose to tail. And it's like the feminine leads the way. Wow, I love this. So stepping into your power. And it's like the elephants are all about this beautiful love. Okay. Big ears, and lots of love for yourself, right? For yourself. So, what is this love connection all about? What is this healing all about? Okay. This healing is all about, look at all this dust. Look at everything that's being kicked up. So we need to persevere. We need to understand that things are being kicked up to come up. Why? To be released. That's why we're focusing on these full moon energies, right? And as we work with these different energies, it's like we need to understand that some of these things are going to rise up out of nowhere, but they're rising up to be released. And it's like, even though it's like causing this, like, un, not able to see clearly. Remember, we're going to see clearly when the rain is gone. So it's this purification process. Things are kind of cloudy right now, but that's because you are, look at this. It's like you are trailblazing. You are moving exactly in the direction that you're meant to be. And it's just like you're just so focused. And again, we've got this masculine energy, this bull energy. And in a lot of ways, the vibration of the bull is really coming in, and how the bull, I'm thinking about how there are energies like the bullfighters, right? With the red, and about how we all our own masculine, how in many ways we're triggered by the bullfighter, but it's like we're so ready to go, but it's like, is it authentic? Is it for us? Is it for us? You get to decide. So make sure that you're persevering, okay? This is a love connection. So make sure that if you're going to be the workhorse, okay, when I say that, the bull is so strong, right? It's able to plow the fields, it's able to make things grow. It's part of the growth process, it's part of a structure of growth. But it's like, make sure that you're running in this direction for yourself. Make sure it's authentic, is the first message I'm getting. The turtle are here to lead you. Look at this. So beautiful. Slow down so you can listen. Now, we mentioned earlier that, because we've got all this dust that's being kicked up, okay? So it's like our vision's going to be a little clouded. And I love this with the skunk coming in. Right now, I've got the skunk coming in. We're going to talk about this tomorrow. And the skunk, they have this amazing hearing, this amazing smell. They can't see so well. So don't really focus on your sight, especially those of you that really focus on what you see, okay? And how can we get down to that root chakra, okay? The Venetian, Taurus energy. How can we get into the root chakra and the sacral chakra? How can we hang out in the lower chakras and know and feel, right? And insight and feel the lightning bolts, feel the changes, okay? This is what's coming up, because the biggest conductor of all is the water. The biggest conductor of all is the water. So what is coming from the depths of your soul? What is rising up to meet you? This is the question at hand. Okay? This is the question at hand. So beautiful. And it's like, if you really look at this, what I'm seeing is a bunch of fish. I am seeing just so much manifestation. But what are you seeing? I see a skull there. This rebirth. It's like we're swimming up to let go. We're swimming up to the surface to see what's there. Coming out of the depths of emotion and seeing with clarity. Okay? And seeing with clarity, this releasing of this manifestation. So interesting how I see so many things. Okay? And then what is this other part of the structure? Oh, excuse me. Yes, your infinite potential. Yes, I love this. The Suryantra, which has been used for thousands of centuries. Oh my God, thousands of years. And just people just meditate on this alone. It is the symbol of prosperity. This is the structure. And look at all these portals that we've gone through, my friends. And I'm showing you this structure, this portal of the masculine. So in here, where do you see the triangles going down? Okay, it's like a lot of feminine, but we also got to mix and match that and get alignment, as above, so below, as within, so without. Okay, and so this is really coming up to lead us. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. I want to read about that for those of you that don't know, because it is such a cool card. Yeah, the Merkaba, exactly. And the Merkaba is made of, both feminine and masculine energies. And so it's really about this coming together of both energies, right? In alignment. In alignment. Okay, so we're going to go to 120. All right, here we go. So when we're talking about the Srilantra, slowing down and listening so we can align to our infinite potential. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. It is a form, the Srilantra is a mystical diagram used in tantric traditions. It consists of 9 interlocking triangles, 4 upward, representing Shiva, the masculine principle, and 5 downward, representing Shakti, the feminine principle. Now, don't let that reverse what we already chatted about. Okay. The center point, the Bindu, is thought as oneness, from which all manifest really emerges. And do you see that center point all the way in the middle there? Together, the 9 triangles unify. They unify, they interlace in such a way to form 43 smaller triangles in a web symbolic of the entire cosmos, or the womb of creation. The patterns created by these shapes represent the sound of representing the fundamental forces of nature. Beginning with our outer perimeter, the earth square representing 4 temple doors, then moving inward to a lotus of 8 and 16 petals, each concentric layer of the yantra representing one of the 7 chakras. Meditating upon the Srilantra can enliven your infinite potential and support your deepest desires for manifestation. What is it that you wish to grow and evolve, purify, or expand in your life? Connect with the feeling of what's meaningful for you about this desire as you gaze upon this beautiful geometry. Okay? And look at it. It's like during the day. Okay, this is what I'm seeing here. During the day, and this is like duality. Okay? This is like, really, I'm feeling this. This is duality, okay? Because everything must be in balance. So as we align to our infinite potential, isn't it ironic that you want to pull back, and just receive, okay? These are the ingredients for the healing, the elixir, if you will, okay? We've got the geranium here. The geranium, which likes to be in the sun, right? So this is what's going to help us to balance and come into this. And think of it like ingredients over these next 90 days. It's like, what ingredients are we gathering in this sacred structure, okay, that we're creating? A challenge. It's a challenge that we're creating so that we can have all that we desire, our infinite potential fulfilled. Okay? And it's like we've got to get beyond just the almighty dollar. That's part of it. But how can we sink into the senses? This is what I'm feeling here. How can we rise out of the emotions and sink into the senses of what infinite potential would feel like? What does it smell like? What does it look like? What are you hearing? What are you tasting? What kind of meals are you tasting? What kind of beaches are you seeing? Okay, are you with me? How can we sink into those senses? What are we feeling? How does it feel? How can we meditate on that? A little bit more powerful than just, visualization is such a powerful tool. Um, and in some ways more powerful. I'm being reminded about how they actually have done studies of Olympians that run through their like let's say gymnastics, and they run through their floor routine in their sleep. And do you know that they actually show that when they monitor these thoughts, when they're going through their routine, it's as if their body is literally going through the routine. It literally is happening. Okay. And so, how can we train ourselves? How can we create a routine of manifestation, of infinite potential that is of our desire to pull the experiences to us that we desire? Okay. So this is where we start on the inside. All right. So this is what these past. We want to say thank you to the Emerge Oracle, which is all about your prosperity, right? And the archangels, they want to teach you about how to step into this Christ consciousness from the inside over these next 90 days. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead. I'm actually being called to timestamp it so that you can come back to this, okay? Because it's like, I know I'm going to forget. I know I'm going to forget. And look at that. 10120 is what I wrote down as we go into the 60 days, okay? Here we're talking about the full moon of Aquarius to the full moon of Pisces. It is going to be a blue moon. So how about that? How about that? We're talking about the ending of the cycle. We are talking about stepping into the authenticity on the blue moon. Come on. I love it. Okay. We are talking about here. First of all, I heard surprise, matzah, the gold, transformation, alchemy. Okay. So we've got this corn coming up. And it's like, I love this because this was really speaking a lot about the time frame. We do have the harvest of corn happening in September. Specifically, we have the full moon for the corn harvest happening on September 30th in Aries. Okay. But as this cycle wraps up, then we lead to that manifestation. Okay. So we've got a lot of growth happening in between. And look at this beautiful element of air coming in. Okay. This alchemy, right? This alchemy is what we're getting here as we wrap up the cycle. And I love it because it was 101, wrapping up and starting something new. And it's all about getting on your mission. Okay. So here is going to be a double shift. We're going to talk with the ancestors. They're coming in hardcore here. The ancestors are coming in big time in this particular cycle, which is the 60 days, okay? And there's this double shift. We've got a double shift and some overdrive happening. So we're going to take a look at this. The ancestors want to come in from down under to make that alchemy. And this is how the golden, we go through the yellow of the solar plexus, through the solar of the masculine, and we go deep down to alchemize, to pop, to transform and reform into something new. Okay? And that's what we're talking about. Look at this. I pre-shuffled. Oh my gosh. I love this because we've got number 21, how to get in balance with this energy. Look at this beautiful energy coming in. And we've got the lizard here, okay? And look at this beautiful orange color, really alchemizing these shadows, stepping into this divine spark, daydreaming again, which is the center point of this shift. Okay, so let's take a look at this shift. We got the bowerbird here. The bowerbird talks about really kind of getting to the nitty gritty. Okay, so it's like we've got this structure that we're in collaboration with, and there's this integration, and this is what it's feeling. It's like this collection. Okay, so right away, We're going to do 2 shuffles. So this is the first shuffle that we're collecting. We're collecting what we need to create our nest. Our nest, okay? We're doing that so far with our daydreams. We're doing this with things we're attracted to. That bowerbird is attracted to things that are blue. So what are you attracted to? Just start collecting, all right? Just start collecting and have this endurance. Okay, look at that. Number 12. So we have the number 21 and the number 12. So we've got some mirrored images here. We've got some reflections coming in. How can we just keep walking the steps and really step into and allow our authenticity to shine? The ancestors want you to look with their eyes. They want you to work with them, okay? They want to help fire these away. How can we the beat of the drum? Okay, see this bar of black here? It's like there's these shadows, okay, and here around, right? It's like we've got these shadows around us. And if we look with the eye of the shadow, look at how it can it's like, look at, here's the eye of the shadow. How can we look with the ancestors? How can we have infinite? How can we ground? This reminds me of pillar of light. How can we ground into mother energy and into the father and keep ourselves centered? Okay, keep ourselves centered, listening, walking the pathway one step at a time. And look at this, we're going in the direction of, to the right. Okay. So we're going in the direction that our feminine energy is leading. We're taking the steps on what we're receiving, and we're having the endurance to walk the walk. We're letting, and look at this. Look at all this fire. There's definitely a lot that's being released. Okay. A double shift. Okay. Surprise. Maybe some pop goes the weasel, right? Look at this. The platypus is on bottom. Just collaborate with this structure. It's like you're so unique. You have everything you need, okay? Every part of you is able to go down, is able to stay in balance and to go down into these depths, okay? This wisdom. Look at this beautiful wisdom. All right. And this is all about that uniqueness. I just love the platypus. So beautiful. Okay. So we're going to do 5 cards here. We're talking about the shift. Your ancestors want to let you know that there's going to be a transformation in alchemy. And I love it. Let's just start out big. The number 33, which is the number of, so here we've had the 22, the master builder. And it's like we build the structure and we look at this orange. We have clarity with the purple. We have clarity of where we want to go so we can clear the cobwebs and create this new structure. Okay. And this is the alchemy. Number 33 is all about what can we alchemize. All right. And it says the weaver of your dreams. Everything is within you. Everything is within you. But how can we not get caught up into the shoulda, coulda, woulda? And how can we instead allow our uniqueness and that daydreaming to really lead us? Okay, to really lead us. Here we go. Number 2, we've got the number 6 with the dragonfly. How can we really stay centered in our heart and allow the illusions to dissipate? Okay, what I'm seeing here with this icon, do you see this beautiful icon here? Okay, and it's like this energy is called integration. It's like allowing yourself to understand that you're going through a transformative process. This is when the dragonfly emerges. It doesn't even realize the iridescent wings. Do you see all these beautiful colors? It's so focused on just coming out. It's so focused on staying centered. It hasn't even jumped up into the sun yet to see it glitter and shine. And so as we're, and what I'm getting here is kind of like this energy of a stingray. Okay, it literally looks like a stingray. And what I'm saying that is being very fluid. being very fluid, being very gentle with our souls, knowing that our angels are on the backside, guiding us, leading us, okay? Allowing this transformation. So gorgeous. I just love dragonflies. And this tail, it's like all about balance, okay? And it's like as you find your balance, then you can just jump up and fly. So gorgeous. And look at how these two numbers are both sixes. So as we alchemize, we literally birth into something new, okay? Transformation. Oh, thank you. And here we have a little deception. So how can we look at those cornerstones? How can we pay attention to the archangels that came in to teach us? And how can we really pay attention? Okay, what this is the barn owl. How can we stay centered? And how can we, before we jump up and fly to go get what we think we need, how can we see things for what they are? This almost looks like a key to me, okay? I'm hearing skeleton key. Interesting. This skeleton, a skeleton key that opens up many doors. But it's like through the power of observation. Okay. And what I'm seeing here is like the air. Okay. So it's like there's this movement, but yet staying very vigilant at being heart-centered and really paying attention before you get liftoff, really deciding. And that's what's beautiful about the owl is they can see in all directions, okay? How can you have a different perspective? How can you have a bird's eye view, right? That's what these animals are coming in. Now look at this. Okay, we're going to keep going, but I have something here leading to this number 10. We're talking about right now, we're talking about Aquarius to Pisces. And if you think about those energies, right? And you think about how we're actually literally changing ages, like literally epochs. And it's like as we wake up to this illusion and this deception, okay? And what I mean by that is the things within us, the programs, the things that we have created limits for ourselves. As we allow ourselves to be guided, we can then alchemize and create new structures, okay?
David told me to send a message to you. So he wanted me to tell you to, for you to
Sorry,
call
just a moment.
him if you need any help.
Okay, that's fine. But you know what? I need this charged. It's not dead. Okay. The next one coming in, again, another number 40. Look at this. Oh, and I love this because this always means like triple manifestation. And we are talking about a triple full moon. Okay, so I love that. So we can release, and it's like, look at this abundance. It's like we have so much. Look at the eyes of the ancestors. This is not only something for you, many of you with children, it's like they're watching you and it's like a feather in their cap. Ooh, very interesting. I'm getting that peacock feather in a cap. I'm literally seeing that in like this beautiful cap. And it's like, as you're working on your healing, those of you, especially you ancestral healers, you're putting a feather in the cap for your children. You're creating a new environment. Look at all this grounding energy. This is coming in from spirit. I love how this is coming up right after the owl. So it's like there's this test, and then the universe comes back and gives you this beautiful triple manifestation. Okay? I love that. Thank you, Spirit. So beautiful. Jordan wants to say hi real quick.
Hi, guys.
This is my beautiful daughter, Jordan. If you haven't met her before, say hello.
Oh, Toby wants to get it.
And she's got those turtles, and here's Toby. Yeah, here's my dog, Toby. Hi, buddy.
Mhm.
Okay. So he wants to get into, yeah, he wants to sleep in here with me. He's like always all over me. Okay. So one more card here about this uniqueness. Look at this, the 9, the Hermit. Look at seeing with the ancestors, really allowing this alchemy, following this rebirth, right? This rebirth. And look, it's like we feel like we're in a twist, right? Sure. Yeah, you guys go out there. It's like we feel like we're in this twist, right? But at the same point in time, it's really just this signal. There's so much going on. You're aligning with so many other souls, especially at night. Especially, I'm laughing at night. Okay, I just can't help it. I'm such a dork. But this is the healing. This is what you need to understand. Is sometimes you're hooking up, like you're like, what am I doing? You're definitely hooking up with other light workers, others that are working. We're all collaborating, working on this together. This is a a collective energy, you guys. Okay, so this is really being led by Mother Earth, and our ancestors are literally leading the way here to alchemize what's happened on previous timelines. Now we've got some allies. So first we're talking about the Aboriginal, the stories, right? This is what these animals, as we look at the spider and the dragonfly and the owl and the kangaroo and the bat, they all speak a beautiful oracle. They all share a beautiful story times passed down through the oracle of the ancestors, okay? And it's like in many ways, I feel many of you that are here are taking those messages and bringing them forward. Now, here we're moving into this fast moving energy. So we've got this double shift, this overdrive. Okay. This is really coming into our solar plexus. Okay. So this is like that Harry Potter energy. We've got the ancestors. We've got this double yellow, actually, is what I'm feeling here. Double yellow, this alchemy, okay? And it's like we get to choose who we want to be. And this is why this energy is coming in. Look at where we're starting. The number 5 is about this structure, about being one, going down and bringing up, coming up to your north, letting go of the emotions. Actually, it's like there's this transformation here. So beautiful. I can feel it. So many are coming into their mission. So many have their story to tell. Their special sound is what I'm hearing. Because humans, we have the word. All other animals have their sound, and we get to create ours. So really take the time to create. Allow the cleansing to come, okay? So that you can move forward. We want to balance ourselves with this true abundance. What true abundance means. And that's why I suggested sinking into those senses, getting past just the dollar signs, okay? It's like if you can generate all the money in the world, what would you do with it? What are those experiences? Okay? That's really what's being focused on. Coming into your mission, how can we scrutinize? How can we get a higher point of view? I'm looking at this card and I'm like, how is the mouse in the tree? It scurries. It's like, how can we look at things from a different point of view, and how can we collaborate with spirit? Okay, to really see ourselves not as small, but how we can elevate our vibrations, our frequencies, our perspective. Okay, so many things. And there's that owl again. Okay, I'm like, ooh, 21, 3. So we have the owl, and now we have the 21, the 3. So it's like we're taking a step back to really look at the energies and really see, really paying attention to the full enchilada, seeing things for how they are. But I want to remind you that this is a growing stage. Okay, this is the 10. So this is not the end. This is not the manifestation. It's actually the ending for the new beginning. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind and look at that. Look at that on bottom. I said 10. Look at what's next. The 11, the alignment to the next challenge. Wow, Spirit is so gorgeous. Okay, so let's go. We've got, again, 5 cards are going to match up. Okay, so first we talked about the spider, the alchemy. Okay, what is the alchemy? And who is our ally? There's that lizard again. Same number if you'll recall. So this is the chameleon, actually, part of the lizard. And it's like, how can we not only step into this authenticity? It's like, look at, we're going full circle. We're getting off those emotions. We're keeping ourselves grounded. We're seeing our star quality. And look at, it's like we still have a little bit further to go. But it's like, as below, so above. Okay? As below, so above. So now here, we've got the number 6. This is so gorgeous because 33 is a master number, but it is the vibration of a 6. And it's like 333 all together, and there's that 6, okay? So it's like, how can we go full circle? How can we take down what was so that we can go and bite the tail, so to speak, and move into it with a whole new perspective? That's literally what I'm seeing here, okay? Going into a circle. It's like we're not slipping back into what was, okay? We're not slipping back into what was. And so the difference between the 2 cards, we've got a 33 and we've got a 36. So we've got the 6 and the 9. How can we be at one with our heart? How can we be one with our heart? This is the key to allow everything that we create, no matter what we're creating, what we're alchemizing, what we're stepping into for a healing, as long as we're centered and it's based on love rather than fear, it is for us. It is destined to be success. If it's based on fear, it's destined to fail, because those are emotions and frequencies that we are not moving into. So this is why we're really taking the time to go into the shift, and the universe is like, are you sure? This is why we want you to sink in. Really think about and meditate about what you want to see, what you want to manifest. Okay? Now here we have the structure, right, with the dragonfly. It's like we've just emerged. We're traveling between these 2 worlds, right? This is what I'm feeling here. This is perfect for this integration process, okay? So as you're integrating, you're really going back and forth between 2 identities, the person who you were and the person who you'll be. And what is the dolphin telling us? The dolphin's telling us, focus on your breath. This particular dolphin likes to talk about focusing on your breath. And in fact, I'm going to read from this book because it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful, my friends. The dolphin message here. Okay, so just a moment. I love the medicine cards. Now, these medicine cards are from the ancestors, and these are all the Indians. Okay, so this is very shamanic in nature. Very shamanic. Many of you are cosmic shaman. Many of you are shaman in your own right. Okay, and so you're going through this rebirth process. So the lizard says about your dreaming, okay? I love this because it literally says lizard dreaming. Lizard, will you dream with me? Travel across the stars beyond the place of time and space. There, live visions from afar. Wow, beautiful. I think I'll do a short about that one. So watch. There's some really cool things I saw in there. Okay, but we're going to focus on this dolphin and look at this. You guys, I love this because the dolphin talks about mana. Mana is created with the corn. Wow. Dolphin, breathe with me. Breathe of the divine, manna of the universe. In oneness, we entwine. Wow. Dolphin speaks to us about the breath of life, the only thing that humans cannot go without for more than a few minutes. We can live without water and food for days, but oxygen is the source of our sustenance. Within the breath, we encounter the rhythm of energy that all life emits. In changing the rate or the rhythmic texture of our breath, we can tap into other life form, we can tap into other life form or creature. This is a very easy way to connect to the divine energy coming from Great Spirit, as well as with your own personal rhythms. I want to read a little bit more. Dolphin is the keeper of the sacred breath. It teaches us how to release emotions through dolphin breath. Dolphin creates rhythm, swimming through the water and breathing before submerging, then holding its breath for the duration of underwater travel. As dolphin comes up to the water again, it blows its breath out in a manner resembling the popping of a cork. We can use the same technique to pull the stopper on our tensions and create total relaxation. This is a good exercise to use before entering the silence. So, really, I love to create a structure before I go into meditation of doing what I call a box breath. A shout out to my friend Trish teaching me. And it's just like 6-5-4. I talk about this all the time, breathing in for 6, holding for 5, and then releasing for 4. I love how this is coming together about the alchemy of how it holds its breath and comes up, and just like the corn is cooked and it transforms into the popcorn. I just love this. Manna is a life force. Manna is present in every atom. It is the great spirit essence. And Dolphin teaches us how to use life manna through our breath. It teaches us to stay here in this moment, not too far ahead in the stresses, not in the past with the anxieties, but here in the present. It is the most beautiful gift that we are all given any moment of the day. Okay? I love this. I love this. I love this. This is so it's just like as we're integrating here, as we're going through this Aquarian to Piscean, as we're going through this double shift with this that full moon, okay, coming up soon here over these next 60 days now is what we're talking about. How can we just remember to focus on our breath? Ground into our space, knowing that we're traveling. Dolphins, they communicate between worlds, and you are doing the same. You're communicating where you were and where you're going. Okay? And this is this is a sacred structure. This is a sacred structure that Spirit is bringing in for you, okay? To teach you, to teach you. Now, that is so crazy. What did I say? I literally was talking about the owl, and I said, Pop goes the weasel. Something the universe is going to test you. This is in the center of the change. So look at it's like we have this alchemy, we have this wisdom. We find this way to alchemize a wound, a healing, right? And it's like now we're integrating, we're traveling between what was and what is. And then the universe comes back around and says, Are you sure? Are you sure you've met that vibration and frequency? Let's see. And it gives us oftentimes another challenge to alchemize. This is what I was referring to, the double shift. Okay? So don't look at this. We've got 233s. How can we use this energy to not be, and this is happening at night, okay? This is our star quality. This is really the alchemizing. Look at all this balance. Let your angels and guides bring you into balance. This is talking about that double shift, okay? So this is really, it's like, oh man, we're doing so good. We're alchemizing, and then boom, we've got something else that comes in. Okay. So this is coming up to let you know to expect that, to expect that, so that you can see things in a different perspective. And then it's like right away, look at this. It's like follow the steps. Here we go. We've got the swan. We've got the gray. We've got this new structure coming in from spirit. How can we ride on the emotions? Here's your ally. How can we ride on the emotions? How can we literally follow the steps? How can we stay in balance? How can we not, how can we be in our grace and gratitude? Okay, is really what I'm totally feeling here. Okay, how can we be at one? How can we be at one with this shift? How can we not see things so fixed? Okay, it's like this is what spirit is really trying to really bring in for us. This is why things keep switching, because it's like it's not about control. It's about aligning. It's about aligning to the power of our thoughts. It's about the manifesting that we are so capable of doing, my friends. This is what we're talking about. And not only pulling that in for us, but being but showcasing it to others, but paying it forward as well. And and this is so deep within us, right? And this, it's like, I love this because this is what shows that new beginning. I love what I'm seeing here, okay? Because right after pop goes the weasel, after this deception, right, we move into this new structure, which will allow us to have manifestation, to have the gift, but we've got to ride above those emotions and follow the steps, okay? We've got to really, remember that the ingredients to end this cycle in this full moon, from this Aquarius to this Piscean age, to really wrap this up. Look at it's like you're going to go up and you're going to go down, and it's all about bringing everything into balance. Okay, it really is all about that. The sweet corn, the sweet corn. All right, so let's look what's going to come under this rebirth, right? So then we have a new structure, and it's like this double rebirth, and this is creating that energy of the 60 of the integration. It's all this is creating a portal, okay? Look at this. How beautiful is this? We got a 9 and a 9. We've got, the hermit here being pulled, but we have this transformation. Now look at, they're both hanging on this log, and this is what I'm feeling with this butterfly. Very much to what I was feeling a little bit with this dragonfly. It's like even when the butterfly emerges from the chrysalis, right? It still has like this sticky goo. It's still unfolding. It's still drying. It's still going through this healing, right? It's like, look at the bones, getting to the bones, getting to the structures within. All right. I definitely love the blue. We're talking about stepping into our authentic nature. And look at, it's like literally these look like bones, right? It's like holding on. We're growing, we're becoming stronger. And this is because we've grasped onto something to recode and be more intentional. We're working with our angels, our ancestors, and this is allowing this transformation. Beautiful. And that comes after just listening. So here we have in the month, in the second full moon, okay? So this is referring to the full moon of Aquarius to the full moon of Pisces, okay? And so this is like the end of July into like the end of August, okay? So like the month of August, we have a double shift. And think about that. We've got Lionsgate in there. We've got so much different energies, okay? And also in this time frame, not yet. Moving into the next time frame, I'm just talking about Venus goes into retrograde into Leo. Okay. So that is really interesting because we have been talking a lot on this channel about this wound of the lion on the paw and focusing on the wound. So here we are. We're going from the inside out, right? And so as we go from the inside out, what we're focusing on in that particular month in the next 60 days are the rituals, the routines. And as I've got the corn, and we're in the summer, it's like the sun, and this is all coming together. It's like, how can we get up a little earlier? How can we rise with the sun, knowing that this is the freshest time for things that come in the night, to recall our dreams, to write down? How can we journal? Because this is where, in the subtlety of day to day, is where all these beautiful ingredients come together, right? Ingredients and alchemy. And we've got double alchemy here. We really do. So awesome. And I'm really feeling that this is really connected, not only with, of course, not only within you, but outside of you. We've got these 33s, and it's like, as you clear the cobwebs for yourself, and as you dream about what you want, okay, this is what it's like. How might that affect somebody else in your life? But at the same point in time, how can that give them a moment of reflection and insight? That's a certain story for some of you, for sure. Okay, so let's step into this last month. And guess what? We've got 5 more cards. But guess what the star of the show is here in the last month? It's the astro, the cosmos. I love this because I was just about to tell you in early September. I've got a cheat sheet here somewhere because the angels have told me to watch. We got an earlier reading about Venus and Leo. Thank you so much, Michelle. Aw, you guys, you're so beautiful. Thank you for being here. So we've got Venus and Leo. This came up earlier too. I've had this written down here for a long time. And Venus is the star of the show. So we're in Venus in Cancer. We're kind of in those emotions. Okay, well, we were. And now, and July 22nd coming up very soon, we're going to be in a retrograde in Leo. Okay, Venetian energy specifically. And so I believe we're going to see this. Look at this is the entrance. This is where we're starting. We're pinpointing in this full moon in Pisces to Aries. Okay? So we have the full moon in Pisces and then the full moon in Aries, September 30th, which is literally called the corn harvest moon. What? Yeah. And we're moving into this energy. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. And it's like all the obstacles have been cleared, right? We can literally see with new eyes. And this is just such a beautiful manifestation. And we've got basil here. Now in my in the Cambrian that I'll be doing for the masculine energy, which is a structure that's not ready yet, but it will be. This brings you into balance, and I love it because basil, holy basil, pairs with clear quartz. And so we're talking about an amplifier. We're talking about an amplifier, collaborating with the one, and the energy is being amplified. And this is what allows us to see clearly. Now the rain has gone. Wow. So beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, so we're going to do 5 shuffles because this is a change in our heart. This is a change of our center. This is the change of seeing with our heart, having vision, seeing clearly with the eyes of your heart, not necessarily with your third eye, but seeing with your heart connection. And this happens through expansion. Okay, so there's this expansion and this double shift, this overdrive in the month in the 30 days prior. And so 90 days from now, what we're talking about here, I channeled trailblaze. I was getting a picture of, okay, I was actually getting a picture. I meant to grab it for you. It came in an oracle last week. It was the archangel animal. I didn't grab it, darn it. But it was the hamster. If you remember, it was like, oh my gosh, where have I landed? There's like all these orbs at the edge of a cliff. It's like, we just like, wow, look where we were planted. And it's like, we're getting a little bit more about that. So much has changed from where we arrived. Okay. And so we're looking at this now. And this is what I also wrote down. This is also happening just in time before eclipse season. And so as we go into eclipse season, you can snag a save. You can snag a save. And actually, my angels have taught me that when you learn to activate your chakras, when you do that during the eclipse season, all the healing that you've done, it's like it's a save. It's like a save in a game. And it's like you don't have to keep going through that. It's not going to keep going round and round and round. And this is why this energy is coming in. Most likely it started with the first eclipse, okay? Or with that huge thing that just happened with the Schumann resonance, okay? There's been a huge shift. And so it's time to enter, to get into the center point, to pinpoint. And look at this. This is right in between where? Okay, this is awesome. We were talking about our heart chakra, and we're talking here the colors of yellow are the solar plexus, the colors of green are the heart chakra. So we're right in between. Isn't that beautiful? It's just lining up right there. Look at cycles within cycles within cycles. And it's like, look at all this cosmic energy aligning to this. And this is what we're being shown from the inside, out. Wow. Beautiful. I love that. This structure is going to change your second house. It's going to change your finances. It's going to change your well-being. Okay. It's going to change your money. It's going to change how you make money. It's going to cultivate. Look at this Taurus energy. It's collaboration. It's bringing two different extremes together. Look at the V in the middle. It's creating this beautiful victory. Okay. This beautiful victory. Look at how we've got the element of the earth here. Okay, I said trailblazers. I always feel that with this Taurus energy, which is what? A Venetian energy, along with Libra. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. We're in that retrograde until early September. What healing did we grab in that retrograde? What shift and overdrive did we go into? And how does this lead to a healing? Look at Pluto. There's that rebirth. Okay, 3 times we've had the rebirth come in for y'all. It's like something is definitely, and these are like huge cycles, 30-year cycles. It's like, it's so big, y'all. You don't even know it's coming. It's so big. It's just huge. The mask, okay, the balance is brought in. The mask sinks into the emotions. The olive branch has been given to you. It's like, this is the structure. Look at this. The diamond in the rough. It's like, this is the cross of matter. And it's like, you've risen into this crystalline shape. You've risen above the emotions. You've taken the mask off. And it's like, at this point in time, we want to make sure that we're not getting lost in our mind, okay? Because look at, we've alchemized those thoughts. We're really going into this authentic. You see how this blue is coming in. The olive branch has been offered, okay? I love that. I love that. And there we have Athena, okay? Athena, which is like really all about the fight, about the war, the fight within us, the war between ourselves. So much of this is such an inside job, my friends. It really is. It's such an inside job. And here, what are we aligning to? Our ninth house, exploration, getting the compass. You ready to do some traveling? Okay. It's like, yeah. And look at, I love how this is lined up again to that same energy between the yellow. We've stepped into our power. We're seeing with the center. And it's like you realize how this can lead you anywhere. When you have a structure that's authentic, you can align with so many experiences. And this is what Source is talking about. Now we're going to take these energies and we're going to look a little deeper, okay? We've got 5, 5, 5. And then there's a couple structures we're going to look about for the gifts in these challenge. There's 3 gifts over these next 90 days. And I'm going to show you. One is for the divine masculine. One is this structure that we're emerging in. And one is literally X marks the spot. It's treasure, okay? It's treasure. So I believe that was 5. I'm going back to this. Look at this. Back where we started. Back to where we started. Which is leading us where? Into our abundance. So we really want to collaborate. We really want to have balance with this shift. Okay, we really want to stay in balance. Now let's go ahead and see. I'm going to go ahead and pull these cards. I'm going to do all 3 of them. So first of all, I've got the number 20. Okay. With Mercury messages, and this is coming under the lizard and underneath the spider. Then we've got Sagittarian energy. I'm going to go back to all of these in just a moment, all 3 cards. This is with the dolphin and with the dragonfly energy. Beautiful. And I love that because it's like this. At first I was getting Athena, and that's giving me Artemis. And look at this, the sun. This is with Pop Goes the Weasel and that deception. So it's like we really get to see what it was all about. Wow, gorgeous. Libra energy coming in again, bringing in this special magic. When we see, this is with the kangaroo and with the swan. This is just really coming up beautifully. I'm going to do each pile. And then we have the 7th house. We have relationships. Look at this. All relationships coming into balance as we transform, as we follow into that healing. Okay. So let's take a look at this. This is all about the amplified energy. Okay. So here we go. When we first started out, we were talking about clearing the cobwebs. We had our daydreams, our dreaming. And then we have the caduceus. So we're getting messages in these dreams, okay? We've got Mercury here. These dreams are putting us on mission. They're assisting us. Look at this back and forth energy of the caduceus. But it's like alchemized in the middle. So don't allow, it's like this energy, these energies, this fight. And look at the seraphim. Oh my gosh, look at the seraphim. I never even noticed that until now. I'm feeling seraphim energies here. Wow. Are you a seraphim angel? And you've got messages coming in for this caduceus because it's time for you to step in. Wow, so beautiful. The seraphim angel energy speaks to me through my awakening. It is a series of flames. Okay, this is just what I've been revealed. It's a series of flames. And so a lot of this energy that we're going through is the emergence of these flames that add to this hearth within us, this beautiful Vesta. And that's what I'm seeing with that V, the Vesta, the hearth, the victory of this trailblaze. Okay, wow, this is so gorgeous. So a lot of what we're aligning to now is what I like to call the black flame, okay? The black and the white flame, it really has to do with the black and the white flame. And it's like the black flame is this sacred divine counterpart. And it really is a relationship that really tests yourself. And it's like it really allows you to step into unconditional love. This is the healing that's at hand, the alchemy. Okay, so look at this. What are we alchemizing? Okay, and it's like, here's the alchemy. It's bringing you on your mission. It's bringing you on your mission. So gorgeous is this. Okay, 3353 plus 9 is 62, which is an 8. So it's like with it, as you integrate with these energies, as you clear the cobwebs of what was and you step into what is, without knowing, without, it's like you don't need to do the fight. The energies are around you. It's like keep yourself balanced in the middle, is what I'm seeing. This is going full circle. Okay. This is going full circle. And I love how we have this little disc. Really is very similar to that bull energy. Okay. So I really feel this alchemy is really going to be trailblazing you and really going to allow you to be on mission. So watch for the messages that come in that third month, okay, from Pisces to Aries, because Aries is the beginning of the new cosmic year, is the beginning. All right. Now, we also had the energies of the dragonfly. There's some illusions. We really want to catch our breath, work with our angels, right? As we really kind of create this new structure. And the healing here is really telling you about this expansion. And this is what we're talking about. There's this expansion that's going to happen. Okay. And this is a beautiful expansion. So as these energies align, they're all kind of matching up in the same row here. It's like you really become aware. This is so beautiful. I've seen this before, and I am seeing. Do you see that? Do you see how this in the middle, this golden rod? She's holding it, and she created an arrow with it. And this is her infinite potential. It's like the timing is just so divine. It really, really is. This is your feminine energy. Look at this, a beautiful alchemy working with it's like, it's just so gorgeous. When we were doing the archangel cards, we showed how the masculine was being carried. But look at how the feminine, look at how she is one. She is one with the horse. She is one with the freedom. She is one with the alchemy that was just prior. And this is what she uses to find her sacred breath, to find her sacred calling, to be able to go from where she was into what is this real beautiful Sagittarian energy. Okay. This expansion, this larger than life energy. So beautiful. And then we have that, then we go back into that, pop goes the weasel. Okay. And coming up with these energy, here comes the sun. Right? And it's like the rain has gone and the sun has come out because you've discovered from the inside out that you are the sun, that you are everything. This is the essence of being at one. It really, truly is. The star quality is within you. Look at this. I see this beautiful star, and this is within you. It is the passion. It is the sun. It is what illuminates others. And it's like, and it illuminates within you. And it just, when you let your light shine, this is what being one, this is true healing, not only for yourself, but for others. So when you're at one with your imagination, when you alchemize this situation, it's like source comes in and illuminates for you and shows you so much clarity. Then we've got Libra in the seventh house. Look at this. As we start by the end of it's like harvest time. We've got balance in all arenas of our life, okay, in all relationships, with work, with source, with each other, okay, with this love connection that we talked about earlier. Look at this. This is so beautiful, okay. So we've got the gray. We've got this triple manifestation. We're talking about influencing your children. Generational wealth is what I'm hearing. Okay. And it's like we just need to ride above those emotions, take the steps. The magic is really staying in balance. It's really coming out. How can we stay in balance? And this is why I feel like many of you, like myself, I'll just own it. Man, I'm getting better because I'm learning. The angels are teaching me. I'm alchemizing and finding this balance within myself. But there was like so many emotions where I was just so volatile. I would see things in a different way, and I always made it harder for me. I don't know how it is for you, but I'm really proud of myself. I'm riding above those emotions. I'm being the queen, allowing the queen within from the inside out. Okay? Remember, this is over the next 90 days. What's in here? What's in here? When we go within, this is what we see on the outside. This is how manifestation begins. So I love, love, love this last 5 here. And then we're going to talk about the gifts and the challenge each full moon. We've got the 9, we've got a 9, and we've got a freaking 9. What? So 999, as you step into your rebirth and you just listen to your own guidance as you transform, it literally transforms all relationships. This structure and shift within you is divinely timed. Look at, I see the clock there. It's like a portal that you walk through, and it literally changes everything. So gorgeous. Are you ready? Where's your ascendant? Where are you starting from? And then how can we go back? Look at, and I love that, okay, because I know we all have our ascendant, and it's like that's pinpointing. It's divinely timed to stay centered, okay? So I know it's hard to see, but I'm going to pull you down here for just a moment. I've got all these cards lined up for you. You see these 5 cards, okay? Now, we're going to actually take a different look at the structures. I told you that it created this portal, 30, 60, 90 days. And I was told, I heard and I channeled, the divine masculine becomes a frequency of the heart center, 432 hertz. And so what we're doing is we're going to look at that. The divine masculine, that portal, is really being created by these first numbers from your ancestors. Okay, so we're going to come in. I'm going to show you. I'm going to actually just turn these upside down so that we can focus on the energies that create this structure. Okay, so here we do. Here we go. So your divine, look at this and look at what's at the point. The divine masculine is this solar energy, and the sun is coming out. One with abundance. Oh my gosh, such a beautiful divine healing here. So it's like this top row that we got from the ancestors, okay? And really paying attention to the steps and alchemizing is really creating this portal for the divine masculine over the next 90 days. We talked about, the divine feminine healing, and that would inspire the healing for the masculine. And here we're getting a little bit more energy about this. It's just a matter of, will you collaborate with the one and trust? Will you trust that the amplified energy is coming in to allow this to happen? So beautiful, really. It really, really is. Okay, so that's the first structure we wanted to really look at. And at the center point here with the sun is that pop goes the weasel. So I really do expect, my friends, that there is going to be something, a big surprise. We heard surprise, so something's really going to rise to the surface. Pop goes the weasel. How can we make sure that it's something that feels like the sun and allows to grow, just like us, just like we're looking at these plants here. They need water and they need sun to grow. And what affects the water is the moon and the sun. Okay? So it's just like so beautiful. How can we trust that 90 days from now, the rain will go and we'll see clearly. We'll see clearly. Okay? Now we're going to turn this back because for this next part, the 2 by 2, right? What we were creating, it's like it wants me to turn these guys upside down. And we want to look at the framework, okay? The framework of what we're doing. So it's like the cosmos and the ancestors, along with our dreaming. Look at this. Look at this. 3, 6, 9. The other energies. Wow, this is so beautiful. Our daydreaming and our ability to transform into those dreams. So gorgeous. Look at the 9 and 9. Balancing with the integration, dreaming from the stars, allowing that to transform. Okay? Along with the cosmic energy coming in and all this energy of alchemy from our ancestors. This is like the frame, the structure, the foundation. Okay? And what's being affected, we have this expansion, we have this lots of messages, we have this solar activity, we have balance, relationships, we're in this sonar, we're really able to see the shifts within. We're able to alchemize. We're creating the structure. It's a co-creation. So gorgeous. Okay. Now, the last structure we're going to talk about that was with that frame was really about the foundation from that double shift. Okay. Now we're going to move into X marks the spot. Okay. So let's go ahead. X marks the spot. I'm going to do this right. So we have, hold on, bear with me. We're going to turn some of these energies upside down and really get what we're focused on here. Okay. So we've got this. I'm sorry, bear with me. X marks the spot. Okay, so when we have the X marks the spot, I'm going to be honest. Look at this. We've got 2 33s. We've got 2 things. Okay, so as we X marks the spot, it's like what we're finding is our sonar. We're finding our understanding, like when we have messages. Okay, so the sonar is talking to me here. This particular one is talking to me about understanding when it's time to take action and not. Okay, it's not just about hermit mode. That's not what I'm not getting this. I'm getting it's like we're pulling back where there's an in between time. We're pulling back until we're ready, until we receive the message to unwrap. Okay, this is what I'm getting, and it's got this hangman here because we're seeing things from a different point of view. So we're clearing the cobwebs. We're getting into this structure of the dolphin that we talked about, our sacred breath. We're following the steps. We're being in this queen. And then we got this pop goes the weasel at the center point. And this is what really allows the messages and all relationships to change, is how we deal. At the center is the alchemy of this pop goes the weasel. Okay? So we really want to pay attention for what's rising up in the next, especially in the next 60 days. And remember, it's a double shift. It's like not even the first thing that comes up to alchemize, but it's something that really surprises you. It's something that really comes out of nowhere. Okay? So as we have the center point, I think a great place to end this beautiful reading is to talk a little bit more about that weasel. What is the medicine of the weasel. The number 33, the Ascended Masters have taught me, is all about alchemy. Okay? All about alchemy. So we'll finish up on this. The weasel is about stealth. Weasel, weasel, weasel. Who's in the hen house now? If I were to ask you, you'd say it was the cow. Weasel has an incredible amount of energy and ingenuity. Oh my God. Yet it's difficult power totem to have. It's not without significance that ermine or weasel pelt is worn by royalty. Weasel ears hear what is really being said. This is a great ability. Weasel eyes see beneath the surface of a situation to know the many ramifications of an event. This too is a rare gift. The chief sent Weasel to the enemy camp to smoke them for power. What are the medicines of the enemy? The chiefs asked the weasel upon return. The weasel never failed to give an accurate account of the enemy's numbers, strengths, and weaknesses. It was Weasel who tearfully told the original people of the coming of the white boat people. These brothers have strange new medicines, said the weasel. They will tell us that to live, they will tell us that to live the way we do is wrong. They will confuse us with their talking bark. They have stolen thunder from Sky Father and placed it in their weapons. Wow. They have no respect for the animal brothers and sisters, and they make their thunder speak to the animals and kill them. They will make the thunder speak to us also. Their numbers are too many to count, and these white brothers will steal everything from us but our spirits. The great dark shadow of the ravenous bird of death has fallen over our people. Wow. Weasel fur changes color with the season. Silent weasel has many lessons to teach you. Weasel could confound Great Spirit, pick Great Mother's pockets, and leave Great Spirit contemplating the divine navel. Is this your personal medicine? Your powers of observation are keen. You seem to be saying, leave me alone and I will do the same for you. You might even look a bit guilty at times due to what you know from observing life. You may be a loner, hiding yourself away from others, or perhaps even a recluse. You are a powerful ally to have in any business organization since you can see what the competition is doing. People make a great mistake in sizing you up since they don't immediately see your powers. But the first time they try to outsmart you, they will soon learn that your intelligence is greater than their own. Look to the weasel power to tell you the hidden reasons behind anything. Some people are put off by weasel medicine, talents, and abilities, but there are no bad medicines. We all have power, or we would not be here to heal Mother Earth. Perhaps if you have weasel power, you could use your secret gift for the good of all. Observe who or what needs attention or a solution and offer your assistance in your own quiet and discreet way. So, as we end this up, and my daughter is waving in the background. Okay. So, as we wrap this up, I'm going to let you know. Hop goes the weasel, right? Something's going to rise up. And it's like this last sentence. I'm going to read it one last time. How can you take this with you today? Observe who or what needs attention or a solution and offer your assistance in your own quiet or discreet way. Okay? This is the star power. Beautiful. This is guidance for the next 90 days. I'll be back tomorrow with Sparkle Wisdom. We do have the skunk who's come forward. You can call me Flower if you want to. Beautiful medicine. I look forward to sharing that with you tomorrow. Marie says, Hi, Jordan. Thanks, you guys, for joining me today. I hope you found this a huge benefit. Just know that no matter what, something huge is coming. End of September. We have a major, major, major alchemy happening. It's available for you, me, and everybody. All right? We'll talk to you soon. Anything can change in 90 days, right? It's such an unbelievable power when you step and learn about manifestation. And I believe that's what the angels are teaching us about today. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.